If you've ever tried to generate consistent characters with stable diffusion or generative AI art, you know that it's an exercise in frustration. Creating characters that are consistent across time in different scenes, different outfits, different situations is incredibly challenging and oftentimes has to be done with a bunch of different hacks. And that's why I wanted to check out Artflow AI. I stumbled across this website and I noticed that they claim, at least, that you can create consistent characters as step one. You can generate scenes, places, worlds, and you can actually place those consistent characters within them. And then you can even animate those. Now, looking at some of the examples they have below, they look really fantastic. In fact, these look like they're probably Stable Diffusion XL, so it might actually be using something like Dream Booth to train these in the background. This isn't a sponsored video. I have no connection to these people whatsoever. They have no idea I'm even doing this video. But I wanted to try this out and see if this is maybe an easier way for people to kind of jump into this entire world of creating characters. I'm going to be focused on using the free plan because, as you notice here, you can create unlimited V1 image generation. I'm guessing that that is Stable Diffusion 1.5 images, 1 credit for every V2 image generation, and you get 100 credits a month for free. So 100 of V2 images, I think that's probably SDXL, and then 1 free AI actor training. Now, of course, if you need more than that, they have different plans that you can purchase, but again, I'm going to sign up and join this free plan. Getting started is easy. Just supply your email address and connect with Google. From there, we're going to jump into the character builder. As you scroll down, they've got a number of existing kind of pre-built characters that you can select from, and you can start your journey there. You can even load more. And it looks like it just keeps going and going. But for our case, we want to actually create our own AI actor. So we're going to click on the AI actor. Actor gender, we'll select male. Actor age, adult. And name, I'm going to put Brian Lovett. They give you some tips on the type of images that you need. Basically, clear, varied background, different outfits, the same things you would do if you're training your own LoRa file, which it just so happens I have a whole bunch of images, so this will be pretty straightforward. You can drag and drop or browse, and you can upload up to 20 pictures, it looks like. Once you've got your 20 images uploaded, just click on Start Training. That should kick off the actual training. Now, it does note here, due to extremely large traffic, it might take 1 to 2 hours or longer to process. So all we can do is sort of kick back and do something else. Now, that actually didn't take that long, maybe less than an hour start to finish. And here's kind of a preview image of what my character looks like, which it does resemble me from just looking at it here. We can click on this Create Image button, and it looks like over here on the right-hand rail, they've already kind of pre-created a bunch of images of me. These are interesting. It's me with hair if I didn't shave my head. Not too bad. And this set here, I'm some sort of wizard. Oh, that's really cool. I like having the fireballs in my hands. I wish I could actually do that. That's pretty awesome. So you can see here on the left, it has a source image, and then it has this variance slider. So I can presumably take this image that it's already generated, and I can set how much variance there is. This is similar to what you would do with Midjourney or Focus. It also shows me the prompts so that I've got an example of what one of these prompts looks like. And it looks like you can use the @ symbol and then your name, the one that you trained the images on. So that's how you actually use a trigger word and tell it what to generate in here. Consistent face, full body, exclude from image is essentially a negative prompt, it looks like. Yep, visible hands, holding objects, feet. All right, so you can set your negative prompt essentially just like you would any other Stable Diffusion system, and then you can select a style. Right now it has cinematic, but you can add all of these other art styles. This reminds me a lot of the Focus interface. You can select from, it looks like Salvador Dali or medieval art, ink drawing, realistic, neon punk. Very similar. They might even be using something like Focus on the back end of this. And then what's really cool here is there's also this Animate button. Clicking on Animate brings you into Artflow Studio, where it selects the face automatically, and you can click to animate and enter some dialogue. So in this case, we'll say, I'm Brian Lovett, welcome to All Your Tech AI. You can also, it appears, click on Effects, and you can add some effects as well. Go ahead and preview the voice here.
I'm Brian Lovett, welcome to All Your Tech AI.
And evidently it thinks I'm a woman, so interesting. But I wonder if we can actually adjust that. So over here on the left side, you can select from all these different AI voices.
Hi there. If you like what you hear, you can
Now let's preview that one.
I'm Brian Lovett. Welcome to All Your Tech AI.
All right, that's a little better. Now it looks like you can also upload your own. So if you've trained your own voice with 11 labs or something like that, you can probably upload that here and actually get it to work. Now, one of the things I do want to do here is try the animation part. So we're going to go ahead and click on Export and Animate here in the upper right-hand corner. We'll give it a title, click Export Video. That took just a few minutes, and here's the final product. Let's click on it and see it.
I'm Brian Lovett. Welcome to All Your Tech AI.
Not bad. That's actually pretty cool. The voice obviously still a little off, but I do wish they had something like the motion brush that Runway or Pika Labs has, so you could make those flames coming out of my hand animated. Otherwise, still pretty cool. Now we can jump back over to Image Studio, and you can go ahead and create new images. So all you have to do, just like you're using any other system, is you'll do a prompt. We'll say, at Brian Lovett, standing on the surface of Mars wearing a spacesuit with a rocket close by. You can set the aspect ratio of the image, so we'll go with 3:2. Then you can even click on director mode. I'm guessing that this employs control net in the background. So you can say, okay, I want this to be a full body shot, a mid shot, a close up, or even an extreme close up. Then here's the really cool thing. You can sort of go in between, and you can even drag the person around. Like I said, I'm guaranteeing that this is probably using something like control net on the background, but still really cool that you can do this. You can even rotate the person as well so that they're facing perhaps a different direction. So we'll put me over here on the side, and then hopefully this will be a nice Martian landscape with a rocket on the left side, but we'll see. We'll leave the style to cinematic, and let's generate an image. And you can see, again, this only uses 1 credit. As you can see, each image generation is actually generating 4 images. So in total, for that 100 credits that you get for free, it's actually 400 images if you think about it that way, or 100 total prompts of images. And here's what we got back. These are actually really cool. I love how the images turned out. They all pretty much look like me for the most part. I should have put bald in the prompt just because I shaved my head, but outside of that, not bad. This one looks like a NASA spacesuit. A couple of these look like, actually they all look like they have the NASA logo and a couple of United States patches on them. Really cool. This is the only one down in the bottom left that ended up with a rocket, but if you've ever done anything with Stable Diffusion, getting it to adhere to the prompt every single time is difficult. One thing I will say, it's often really challenging to get full body shots or farther away images of somebody and still having a consistent image. What I'm guessing they do is actually produce the image first and then perform a face swap to actually swap out the face of the character that comes back in the Stable Diffusion image with my actual character. That's just a hunch, but that seems to be the easiest way to get those consistent faces like this. Really cool though overall. And you should note that there's also a little Artflow watermark down in the bottom right-hand corner, but honestly, that doesn't really bother me, especially considering this is all free. So now we've sort of gone through the character builder image studio. We've done the video. Let's check out the story studio. We'll click on new story and help me get a story. I don't have one yet. It says, who's your audience? And I'll say AI enthusiasts. What's the purpose of the story? One of the options is inspire my YouTube audience. So I think I'll go with that. Then genre, we'll go with fantasy. And we'll say 2024 is the year of the robot. Generate my outline. This is pretty cool. So it has your personal story outline, it has 3 different story characters, Ethan, Atlas, and Lily. And then it has this story outline here. Pretty cool. So you could create this story and conceivably animate it, add some voiceovers, things like that. And even after all that, I still have 95 free credits left, and again, you get 100 a month. It's not a bad deal overall. Now, I do think you're probably going to get better results if you train your own lore, you go through all the process of setting everything up and really getting it dialed in. But I gotta say, if you just want to train one character and you want to make some casual images, maybe do a little bit of animation with it to share out with friends, family, or use for some projects, this is a pretty easy way to do it. And if you upgrade to a paid plan, you get even more features and the ability to create multiple characters. That's not a bad deal. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. As always, I'm Brian Lovett. This is All Your Tech AI. We'll see you next time.
I'm the virtual prophet in the tech town, breaking down AI, wearing the crown. From basics to complex, never let you down. All your tech AI, earning the renown.